Dean, I just wanted to give you a quick overview of our approach when we look at leads or contacts. So here's Altagas. One of the things we look at is they got 585 employees. We've got enough technology and systems in place where for us to collect all 585 employees and put it into a CSV file, it would take, say, 2 to 3 hours at the very most. And then once you'd say, well, why do I want to do that? Well, once you get that information, you can start to do some business analysis associated with it. So I did have 75 contacts or 67 contacts in there. So these are my Altagas ones. The things we're interested in when we get them from we get the information from LinkedIn, we're able to append what we believe the email address is, no problem. But we get location data, what province are they in, what's their mailing city address, which is pretty interesting. And then you get also their title as they put the information in themselves. And then we can do an analysis of it. We can take a look at it and say, hey, what are the locations that show up the most? Who are the people associated with those particular locations? And then we also can do an analysis, keyword analysis on the titles. So we can see, how many people show up in what, and it allow us to start to do a organizational chart. So, one example of what we do at that particular point is I might look at something like this and I might see senior, and then we look at engineer. So that might be something, a title that you're interested with. When we come in here, I'm now looking at all of these, all of the contacts for 585 contacts for Altagas. We can come in here and I can say engineer, senior engineer. We can come in and take a quick look at that. And then from here, what we're able to do on the key titles that you've determined is who are the most social. So I've got Evan here, that's a very social person. I've got Eric, project manager, very social person, lots of people connecting with them. There's a portfolio manager, director of projects. So these are all key people. We then note that associated to their contacts. So who are how many connections do they have, and are they fitting the profile that we look at? Then once you've done that file, we can then pass that back to you, and you can go in and you can start your LinkedIn connection campaign with all these people saying, hey, we provide these services in the areas that you operate. I post information that might be interesting to you. I'd like to connect. And that allows you to start to market to them through the feed and then make it easier so you're not doing a pure cold call anymore. It's a warm call because you've educated them on that service. Altogether, you're probably, for us, about 6 hours worth of work. So it's $500 for us to go in and do that. To come in and do essentially the social contacts related to Altagas. Think about it. I'll attach that file to you with it, and if that's something you want to move forward with, just let me know.